What's up, everyone? This is Clock Management. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your host, Bogart Scott. We're gonna get right into this thing.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on.
What is up, everyone? It is Sunday, week 6. I'm obviously Justin, walking in right now just in time is Bogard Scott, free of the GMM network. And then we got our other co-host down here, Miles the Peacock. What up,
What is good? What is good? Good morning. Week 6 already, if you can believe that.
Right? I know, it's crazy. This year flying by.
Quickly.
And in case anyone was wondering, that is not Marcus Grant in the thumbnail from NFL Network. That is actually Geno Smith.
Junior, baby. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry. I'm glad that I started him, but now I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's what we do.
Oh, that's who I'm starting in Scott Fishbowl. We were talking backstage before we started, and I was like, I have one quarterback somewhere.
I saw. I've gotten a bunch of trade offers. Someone was trying to trade him in a dynasty league, which I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested because my quarterbacks in that dynasty league are Dak and Herbert. So
right. Yeah, I know. I definitely was looking to see if I could scoop him up where I do have Russell Wilson, and I don't think that it happened. But I have plenty of other quarterbacks. Like I said, I'm starting Trevor Lawrence, who just completed a pass to Miami's 28, catch made by Marvin Jones.
Nice. Yeah,
I got my sleeper alert going.
Yeah, we got early morning Sunday football going on over in London again.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Man,
London town.
When do they move Jacksonville just there permanently?
I was saying, it's a home game for Jacksonville.
Yeah, this should already happen, right? Ship Urban Meyer out of the country.
That's how you get rid of Urban Meyer. Just bring him to London or Europe in general and have him just disappear in one of those hostels. You know?
I've seen the movie. I know how it works.
Drop him off in the red light district somewhere out there and never to be seen from again.
They could be the Shagwires. Yeah,
like
the Shagwires.
Things are starting to get spicy in our bus and our what's the other one, sleeper segments. I'm gonna start us out with Jay the Plug's sleeper segment just right off the bat, guys. Like, all right, I'm gonna take us off screen and throw that up.
Let's do it.
What's up, gentlemen? So happy to be here again. Thank you so much for having me. I, of course, Jay the Plug, coming at you with Week 6 bust. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly because I have a message for someone. Here we go. Quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, gonna bust. Josh Jacobs at running back, gonna bust. A.J. Brown, wide receiver, gonna bust. Robert Tonyan, gonna bust. It's too tight end dependent. Just trust me on all those. Don't need an explanation. Just trust me. Now, all that being said, I have a message for a certain MATTYDADDY. Shouldn't call another grown man daddy. I mean, some people get down with that. I'm totally fine. Look, hey, to each his own, but me, I'm not that guy. So I'm going to go ahead and call you Matt, or if I decide to even refer to you as anything. You've got a beard and you dabble in fantasy football, but you are not me. Let that sink in for a second. You are not me. You do the boom column, or whatever you want to call it. You do all the positive players, the guys who are going to help you win, and they're fun to watch and everything, and everybody likes to know whenever a player is going to do really well. So they will follow you, flock to you. I'm a little bit more of a loner. I like the busts column. I like to tell people who's going to not help them, who's going to, if they start them, make them lose. I'm here to give information. I don't care if you follow it. So understand, you're the good guy, and the world needs a bad guy. That's me. So, if you take anything from this, listen, I've got my eye on you. I see you.
It's pretty serious.
Yeah, other personalities here getting intense, right?
Yeah, it was hilarious though.
Yeah, I'm gonna get into our injuries, but first, we got a segment from MATTYDADDY.
Ooh.
It's the MATTYDADDY. It's Sunday fun day. As you can tell, life is a beach. I am having a blast, and I am here to tell you why you need to start your Bills receivers on Monday night, guys. Bahama, come on, pretty mama. The beach calls, the Bills call. They get Tennessee Monday night. Tennessee is worse against the pass for receivers, and they play the tight end pretty damn good. So this is another thing. Knox temperate expectations. We've seen Emmanuel Sanders, wide receiver 19 on the year. Oh man, my boy. And we've seen Beasley kind of slump, but I feel like this is a breakout spot for both receivers, plus Diggs, the whole shebang bang. Ooh, gee wah 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 wah. Ooh, gee bang bang. Football Sunday. Oh. Wait a minute. Am I forgetting something? Didn't we get like a little sassafras earlier, a little trash talk? Some MATTYDADDY from the plug. Hold up. I'll be right back. Interrupting my vacation.
Oh, the plug, so scary. Oh, the matador is not scared. MATTYDADDY might bow down. But the matador is the luchador that makes you want more. Plug anytime, any place, anywhere. To be continued.
That's gold.
Right? I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I trust Jay's busts there. I think that Robert Tonyan has probably busted every game except for the one game that he caught a touchdown, which was like week 2 or something like that. So yeah, I'm down with most of those. Tannehill hasn't been doing much, but I mean Monday night against Buffalo is not going to be the week where it happens either.
Yeah, right.
Probably not.
Man, it makes me think back because like before the season started, like this was my big fear with Tonyan was he was so touchdown dependent last year.
I mean, besides Dawson Knox is the new Tonyan, you know what I mean?
Shoot.
Yeah.
No, he's everything we hoped Hawkinson would be.
Oh, geez. Yeah, so Hawkinson should be playing today, despite the whole questionable tag with the knee issue. So he's still in my lineup, unfortunately. Right now.
Unfortunately.
I mean, I don't have a lot of confidence right now because he hasn't been getting the targets because ever since he's been hit with his knee injury, he's been getting like 3 or 4 targets a game. You know?
Yeah.
And he's getting all the double coverage too, like being the tight end even. You know what I mean?
He did say that, so we'll see if they can scheme him in or if they just kind of continue to not really target him as much because of this. I think that's what's going to happen. He's probably just going to get like 3 or 4 targets and kind of just be out there.
Do better, Jared Goff.
All right, guys, I'm going to get us into our injuries.
Okay.
So for fantasy, starting with the quarterbacks.
I was like, yeah, don't tell me about your injuries. I want to know the fantasy injuries.
yeah, we'll be here all day. So Russell Wilson, obviously, that's why Geno Smith in the thumbnail. Russell Wilson is not playing. Shockingly, they had him at practice throwing with his left arm, but apparently that was
unlimited
not good enough.
They figured out that he's not ambidextrous and he is limited.
He was limited at practice all week.
I think they actually moved him finally to the IR along with Chris Carson, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken.
Yep.
So you can get those guys out of your lineups and into your IR.
They are eligible to come back week 10
Oof.
because they waited till the end of the week to do it.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, Russell Wilson's issue is that whole mallet finger where like he needed basically like he couldn't do the hinge motion, so he needed a pin.
Yeah, I don't
put
know
in
why
there.
they knew he wasn't playing. Like they should have put him on IR at the beginning of the week. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Carroll.
There was one point he was like, "Listen, I bet you I could throw with my left hand, bro."
And I don't want to scare. I was going to say I don't want to scare our listeners here who have Chris Carson rostered heavily or anything like that. I know I do in several leagues actually, and I saw a beat report that we may have seen his last snap in a Seahawks uniform because of this neck injury. I mean, he has been placed on the IR, and it's kind of one of those.
Yeah.
I mean, you need your neck. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of important.
Yeah, and in football.
Yeah, you get every hit is for a running back, especially. You know, you got to get low, like it's going to hurt every time.
It's definitely going to affect that neck, So, and I don't know how he sustained this injury or how long it's been or whatever, but they said it was chronic. So he's been dealing with this, like.
Yeah, I would say like the last year and a half, because that's since he's been missing a lot of games.
Yes, that's so. Dynasty, try to just move on for whatever you can. I think that this might be one of those things where it's like, yeah,
and if,
the value might not be up.
It's out there. Go ahead and throw them in the chat. We'll answer them as they come in.
Oh yeah.
Other quarterback injuries. Daniel Jones had a concussion. He cleared concussion protocol. Good to go. Kyler Murray also had a shoulder injury. Also good to go. And Tua, it's too late, but
he's balling right now.
He's playing, so
yeah.
And he's got a touchdown, so hopefully you got him in.
I think I think he has like 27 pass attempts in the first half, something like that.
So he's racking up some points. He is taking off scrambling and stuff too. So from what I saw in the game earlier.
Yeah, Brady, if you need someone to talk to through the game, just hit me up. He's not excited about the Seahawks-Pittsburgh game.
That one's going to be one of those slog fest. It's going to be like dragging your feet through mud watching that one.
Hey, Alpha, what other options do you have?
Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Amon-Ra St. I mean, maybe.
He's been on the up and up, yeah.
It's a strong maybe. I'm starting him in a league. It's also a 14-person league, though, that I'm starting.
Let me look at his matchup as far as maybe who's covering him.
I have him ranked.
Against Cincinnati, the Detroit Lions.
Oh, over Allen Robinson.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Allen Robinson had an illness. He is going to play, but I mean, come on. Well, excuse me. If you're in a full PPR, he hasn't like killed your squad if you've been flexing him and you have other receivers. You know what I mean? He's been at least putting up 7 points or something.
He sucks in the PPR. He just doesn't really suck.
He's not giving you donuts, so you're at least getting some points, which isn't horrible. But
I mean, I haven't completely given up on Allen Robinson.
Look, man, I started Mike Evans on Thursday. He gave me 4 points on a full PPR. So
I have Allen Robinson as my wide receiver 35. I have St. Brown as my wide receiver 44.
Ooh, that's pretty high.
Yeah.
Well, St. Brown. St. Brown's coming off of 2 weeks in a row where he has 8 targets a game, so that's going to manifest into something eventually.
I know. I'm not. I haven't completely given up on, but I mean, obviously, I don't have Allen Robinson in my freaking top 12, top 24. So I mean,
I like Allen Robinson.
He drops down my rankings a little bit more.
36.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, versus Cincy. I mean, he's like you said, he's been coming on. Yeah, I mean, you could probably do worse. So you know what I mean?
I'm still playing Allen Robinson though.
I would play him over like Robbie Anderson, like if he had like that kind of type, you know what I mean? Or like Cole Beasley. I don't think he's going to be going off because he hasn't been going off. So that's where I disagree with Daddy in the earlier section. But I am fearful of Emmanuel Sanders and Diggs taking off. But yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's not like a bad play, but he's not in my top
either.
He's probably gonna be like a wide receiver 3.
Yeah.
Who's Allen? Who are the Bears playing?
They're playing the Packers. The Packers secondary is depleted right now. They don't have Jair Alexander. They have Darnell Savage at safety, and then you have Kevin King, I would assume playing opposite now. They all suck to me. You know what I mean? So I like Allen Robinson here. The only problem is also is like, you know, you read all the reports about Darnell Mooney and Justin Fields just being homies for real. Like they kick it, they play Call of Duty, they go out, they eat together.
Yeah, Allen Robinson is only exceeding fantasy point projections on like 25% on the season, which is very low. So 3 out of 4 games he's busting. You know what I mean?
I mean,
for this one, guys, he's asking, should I start Devontae Booker and Melvin Gordon, or Melvin Gordon and so should he start Booker or Dalvin Cook essentially?
Dalvin Cook and Booker all day.
Yeah, I wouldn't lean towards Melvin Gordon. I think that he had like he was dealing with an issue this week, and Javonte Williams is this is the part of the season I think where he's going to just start to kind of come on more and more and more.
I'm with you on that one, Peacock. I mean, they're playing the Raiders.
He also has Brandon Cooks at flex, so he could move. He could start all 3 of them and take Brandon Cooks out.
I'd probably do that. I'd play all the running backs.
Man,
PPR. Yeah, I mean, who does Denver play this week?
I'm okay with this.
They play the Raiders.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely okay with doing. You can play both.
I'll play
running backs.
I'll play Brandon Cooks over Melvin Gordon.
Me too. I think that's what I would do. I like Brandon Cooks enough to, in a full PPR, to still get at least 5 catches and like 50 yards minimum. Yeah,
I know I have Brandon Cooks at like wide receiver 27.
Let me see what I got him.
Top 36 receiver.
Man, so I started Devonta Smith. I had him real high this week, and he kind of just disappointed me. So now it's Robert Woods or Emmanuel Sanders, but I'm going to go with Robert Woods just because I feel like he could have one of those explosion games again.
I feel a big dig too, man.
What's that?
I feel like a big Diggs game is coming up here.
Oh, I'm playing Josh Allen, Diggs, and Knox combo. So they're playing against me, so they're going to kill me this week. I don't have a chance.
Okay, I have Brandon Cooks above, and as a flex, I have Brandon Cooks above. I actually have him above Devontae Booker too.
Where do I have Brandon Cooks?
Devontae Booker's probably going to get like 70, maybe 80% of that workload out of the backfield, and it's a team like, come on, we can assume the Rams are going to kick the Giants' ass, right? So, I mean, he could fall into like 4 or 5 receptions.
We could assume that.
Yeah, but in just game script alone, he's gonna have like 4 or 5 receptions. You know what I mean? I mean, there is no other real running back they got right now. So this is kind of the allure of having a Devontae Booker.
I was like, actually, I was just looking. I was like, where is he? And he was being overshadowed by me looking at Robert Woods. He's literally right behind Robert Woods in my rankings here for the week. So
who is?
Brandon Cooks. I have him like back to back.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, I'm higher on Robert Woods than you.
Well, yeah, I wasn't real high on Robert Woods. Like I was like, he just had a huge game. He's going to probably come back down. It's probably going to be a Cooper Kupp
on the week.
What do you mean, as far as like the number?
Yeah.
25, 26.
Okay, I have him at 19.
Okay. Yeah, but I was real high on Devonta Smith this week. I had Smith like at 19, 20. You know what I mean? And then he pooped the bed. So
Brady said he's played Myles Gaskin every week except for last week.
Oh,
he said that's his Joe Mixon from last year.
Yeah, well, I've been doing that with my receivers this season. I've been playing the wrong one. Like I said, I sat Woods the week that he blew up, and I played Smith this week, and he didn't do very well. So Emmanuel Sanders is going to go off on my bench. Just watch.
He traded A-Rob and the Corduroy King for Stephon Diggs.
What A-Rob? Allen Robinson?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm down with that. That's
yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great trade.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Exactly.
Because you're trading, the
peak level of Corduroy Patterson is what you're selling there. You know what I mean?
What were we saying yesterday? Yeah, you're trading him before he pops hot for corduroys. For corduroys.
Yeah. You want to, yeah, exactly. You want to get rid of him. I think that right now, I don't know if he can sustain that touchdown level and that type of production all season. Hey, what's up, Gemma? So I'm just I don't think that it's going to happen. I think, it's a good time to probably sell. They're in a bye week, so he's not getting you any points right now, is Corduroy. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What happens there. But I think that's a great trade. I like that. I mean, Diggs is you bought Diggs on the dip, and Monday night could be a night where he goes off.
I'm going to get back to some injuries here. The running backs, getting into the running backs, man. We got some wild ones this week, right? So first, I'll start with
everybody.
Dalvin Cook, since that person was brought up Dalvin Cook. He was on the injury report with an ankle, came off of it at the end of the week. Alexander Madison, also on the injury report with the shoulder, should be good to go. But that should be the Dalvin Cook show this week.
I hope so.
Yeah,
the league I have him in, I'm in last place with a 1-4 record, I guess, or whatever it is.
Just get ready for Ham to come in and steal the touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be one of those weeks.
In that league, like everybody was injured. All my running backs were like, last week I had to just play with a bunch of scrubs that I picked up. Literal scrubs.
Christian McCaffrey going on to IR. Chuba Hubbard stock shooting up daily. Nick Chubb.
We gotta get
also out this week, huh?
We gotta give Chuba a good nickname. I got a bunch of them, but none of them.
I feel like Chuba is a nickname. It sounds like something that someone came up with.
I mean, wasn't there like a bubble gum? No, I don't know.
I don't know.
Chewbacca Hubbard, Scientologist.
Big Chew. We should call him Big Chew, like Big League Chew.
Yeah,
Chew Hubbard, the Scientologist.
Big Chew, Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah,
he's Steven's son.
All right, we're gonna brainstorm this after the show. We're gonna have a committee.
We'll get a nickname for him.
Yeah,
real serious business.
You can't just half-ass this.
It needs to be well thought out. We're gonna have a think tank group.
Yeah, we'll run some what do they call them, polls out in the public to get their opinion. Damian Williams, everyone spent 80% of their fab on him for a week of no production just so he could get COVID, and now Khalil Herbert is your man.
The devil.
Yeah.
Damian Williams.
And I saw projections where he's like, he should finish pretty well, I guess. I mean, he's going to be the only healthy running back, so I guess on pure volume.
So with the Chubb out, is Hunt a top 5 for you this week?
Of course.
Yeah,
my Scott Fishbowl team hopes so.
I have him at 4 for the week.
And considering this too, like, I mean, I don't think he gets 30 touches, maybe 22 or 24, and then they sprinkle in Dearness, scared stupid Johnson.
You think it's gonna be Dearness who gets more touches than Felton, or
like because Felton, we've seen him get targets throughout.
He's like the pass catching option.
But, the reason we don't see Dearness is because he comes on if anything happens to Chubb. So this is the case now. Something happened to Chubb. So he's not going to be no lead dog, but like if they're beating them up and they need to eat the clock or short yardage, stuff like that, it's going to be Dearness, because I mean we've seen him do this already, like last year when Chubb was out.
Yeah. I think it was last year. I spent because I was a Chubb owner there. I had him rostered. I spent a pretty penny on Dearness, and then I don't know what happened. He was good one game, and then after that he wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. But like, here's another thing too. Hunt, like he's kind of banged up, and the formula of this team, they might have Jarvis Landry back, but the formula of this team is run the ball like 30 times a game. So,
right.
Like, I mean, do they change the game plan accordingly? Like,
Jimbo wants to know if this is the week to start Stevenson in New England. Rondell Stevenson.
I would have probably rostered him this week and put him on my team, but I don't know if it's the week to start him.
Speculation. Yeah. He was a speculative grab. Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll probably get to Damian Harris because he's probably playing, and then I don't want.
He's playing. I think his ribs are.
And then what about Brandon Bolden?
Nah.
Yeah, I like Bolden because he's the actual, he gets targets on a pretty consistent basis in that offense, but it just depends.
8 spots higher than Stevenson this week. Yeah,
it just depends on what the hoodie does back there. I mean,
yeah.
But also, what kind of game script you think it's going to be? I think Dallas is whooping them up, so like maybe
Brandon, gonna pass more.
Yeah, Brandon Bolden probably is in play here, deeper league,
or
deeper league play or DFS play. At
I'm
best.
definitely. I think there's a league where I'm just devastated. I have like 0 running backs left. It's a dynasty, nothing on the waiver wire. So I picked him up a few weeks ago, as a matter of fact, and so I'm forced to start him now. But I feel okay about it. I'm like, well, you know what? He's like a mini receiver. He fell into that James White kind of role, so I'm okay with it.
I love how you're so Texas that you pronounce the H in white.
I do a lot. I noticed the other day. I don't know what it was, but but there's a, you can hear all my H's when there's a WH. It's a
what in the
what?
What in the heck?
Until I had a guy who in the Army that was from Houston, and he was incapable of pronouncing that H.
Oh, Houston?
Yeah, he's from Houston, Texas. Houston? I'm like,
Houston,
you know there's an H in that word, right? He's like, yeah, I went to the University of Houston. I'm like, oh, they don't require reading there?
You don't say honest. You don't say, well, honestly.
Honest. Yeah. All right, back to injuries here.
Oh,
Joe Mixon didn't practice Thursday, but he practiced in a limited capacity Wednesday and Friday. They said he's ready for a full workload, and also P. Ryan is on the COVID list, so he should actually see more than normal work.
You think that it's time to unleash Chris Evans?
Hey, hold on, don't do that to me, because, man, here's the thing. Joe Mixon, this is the matchup 2 against Detroit. This is that one. Let's go, Joe Mixon, top 5 performance. Let's go.
Mixon's gonna play. They're just gonna mix him in.
And Chris Carson out.
And then you know what's sad? You can't hold down Captain America, Chris Evans.
I have him in a taxi squad somewhere.
I'm excited for this week's edition of Hoodwinked, guys, because I
got one right last week.
It's my specialty this week.
Uh-oh.
We're talking about plays inside the red zone.
Ooh. Okay.
So I've been going over a lot of red zone stats. I know Bogart knows this. I talked to him briefly earlier in this week about red zone stats.
Yes, we did have the red zone conversations.
Yeah, so I've gone in really deep on here, and I got some for you guys. So let's get into that.
All right. I love that guy's face every time. He looks at the camera like,
This is Hoodwinked. If you guys haven't seen this before, I'm going to give 3 stats. 2 of them are correct. 1 of them is made up by me. So you have to spot the lie. All right, let's go with stat number 1. I'm going to start typing these things in here so that way I can bring them up on the screen.
Oh,
not right now, but next
time.
No,
of course.
I just thought of this.
That makes more sense, because then I'm like over here taking notes. Like, what was that again?
Right. and I already typed them, so it's like I just have to copy and paste them. All right, so James Conner leads the league in touchdowns from inside the 5. What was that, Bogart?
Come with me if you want to live.
James Conner. Come with me if you want to live. So he leads the league in touchdowns
from within the 5-yard line.
TDs inside 5. Okay.
Josh Allen leads the league in passing attempts inside the 10.
Okay. Passing attempts.
Najee Harris leads the league in targets inside the 20.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, give me time to think about this real quick. Inside the 20?
Yeah. So each one of these is one's from inside the 5, one's from inside the 10, one's from inside the 20, one's for a quarterback, one's for rushing, and one's for receiving.
Right. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about these real quick just to kind of go over. James Conner, I know the 2 weeks in a row, he had like 4 TDs that were like with inside the 5. So that's easily plausible.
Then he got a fifth one last week.
Oh, geez. Okay, so yeah, that could lead the league. Josh Allen, passing attempts inside the 10. This one might be a little tough because Zach Moss has been coming on, and he also, I don't know if Josh Allen has a lot of rushing yards inside the 10.
Zach Moss has a handful of touchdowns. He has 2 of them through the air in the red zone. And he also has a lot of the Knox one. I'm trying to remember because I know there's been some red zone Knox touchdowns, but there's also just been like a lot of big Knox ones to the house. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm confusing them. You know what I mean? And then
yeah, that's true. No, I think those have probably come from outside of the 10.
But I know against Washington, he's had one like within there too.
And then targets inside the 20, Najee Harris, I know he had that one game with like 19 targets.
Yeah, so it could skew his numbers. And like, you know what's crazy? You know what's tricky the most about running backs right now is they're all so bad. The running back landscape's so bad that like he very well could have.
This would be leading wide receivers, leading all the NFL in targets.
Right. Yeah. Everybody, not just running backs.
Wow.
So
the Josh Allen one's a lie.
All right. I'm gonna go with Najee as the lie.
Peacock, you're 2 for 2. He's third. The last 2. Najee is tied for third in targets in the red zone, though, which is insane.
That's crazy. I just thought only because, I mean, it's that one game, right, that probably got him up there. But other than that, I know that he had week 1. I have him rostered, so I know in week 1 he didn't do anything. And I was like, okay, he didn't even get a target that game. You know what I'm saying? So
this game, I don't think
No, see, I try and give you like the James Conner one where it's like that seems obvious, but maybe it seems too obvious.
It didn't seem that obvious, but I was, he came on within the last 2-3 weeks here, so
yeah,
I think he has 5
Everyone
TDs in 3 weeks.
Him getting those red zone touches.
Yeah.
Why? God damn it.
And then we know that I know the Bills throw a crap ton, so that's why I was like, I'll lean the Najee deal just because I know that there's some receivers that are just pure jump ball receivers and stuff like that they get a lot of red zone targets.
Najee Harris messed me up last week, bro, because I thought he was the lie last week too with the only running back in the top 12 as a rookie. I was like, there's got to be one more.
Oh yeah.
Real quick too, like when I was looking at this stuff, Brady reminded me. So he said inside the 5 certainly isn't Jonathan Taylor, which is definitely correct. But
he did have that 76-yard screen to the house though last week, which is beautiful.
Kamara has 2 rushes inside the 5-yard line for
Really?
a total of -5 yards.
Ugh, that's brutal.
Leonard Fournette has like 5 of them now in the year.
Yeah. He had 1 going into this week. Now he has 5.
Wow.
And,
He has 2
and a touchdown. Yeah, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, got another touchdown this week. So
Regular season Lenny.
yeah, man. There was also CMC. I mean, I know he hasn't been playing, but he had, I believe it was 1, maybe 2 carries inside the 5 for 0 touchdowns and like 1 yard.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm hella mad.
It's been a weird year so far.
Started, I traded a Najee package to bring back CMC. Then I proceeded to trade for Chuba Hubbard. So I'm just all set for the year. And now it's like, damn, I miss Najee. I'm like, this was obviously before week 1, but it's like not the top 5 guy right now. And
Antonio Gibson officially active. I just received word on via Sleeper.
Yeah, that's great. That's who I was sitting on right now.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's great because I didn't have that news yet because this is all my news is from right before we started the show. So I'll skip that one. Chase Edmonds' shoulder injury was limited throughout the week, but he should be good to play. DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams both had injuries this week. But they should both be playing through those injuries.
DeAndre Swift is the boss.
Yeah, man, dude's a beast.
He is.
Josh Jacobs has an illness, and he was limited in practice Friday.
That was one of Plug's busts.
Yeah, I'd probably avoid him because he's probably going to tell you he's not playing anyway.
Yeah, and he's just.
I'll never forgive you, Josh Jacobs.
I know, dude.
He's limited in his skills.
Right?
Well, yeah, he had some like bum ankles that, or what was it? Or he had the Carson Wentz syndrome going on that one game where he fell into the end zone twice.
Yeah.
He had like 5 rushing yards on the day or something. I don't know.
He
It's hard
got
to trust.
he got some money. He's just happy he's not living in a car, bro. He's like, fuck football.
Right? And fuck.
I would be
And
too.
all the fans.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Especially he's like, darn you, fantasy football fans. I'm not playing.
Damian Harris had a rib injury, but he's practiced all week. But he also plays for the Patriots, so that could mean anything.
Should have beaten the Patriots last week. Damn you, Texans.
Melvin Gordon has a hip injury, limited at practice, didn't play Wednesday, but he played didn't practice Wednesday, but he practiced Thursday, Friday, so he should be good to go.
To be the thorn in Javonte Williams' side.
Yeah, just get out the way. Your time is done. I loved you when you were a Charger, but your time is done now. Now you're just hurting my fantasy teams.
I hate Melvin Gordon.
No, I used to love him.
It was that one year that he held out. They did it for me. I was like, I don't like this guy as much anymore.
Yeah, you ruined it.
Everyone was like, no wonder everyone loves Austin Eckler in that locker room.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a great year too, because I owned Melvin Gordon the year prior, and then I owned Austin Eckler that year.
Good stuff.
Which it probably made me like Melvin Gordon even more. I'm like, thank you for this.
Thank you for stepping out of the way.
Yeah. All right. Terry McLaurin had a hamstring injury. He did not practice Friday, and they said that he is expected to play, but it's a game time decision.
Well, he's officially active, but I mean, he's active and out there. Doesn't know if he'll play, but like we said earlier, Antonio Gibson is active and will play. Like, so there was a distinction, you know.
Lad. He's the laddie.
Son of a gun! Marvin Jones just scored a touchdown, and I left him on my bench.
He has another one.
I'm assuming from Tua.
Yeah. No, from Lawrence. Sorry.
Is that his second one?
Oh, shoot. Sorry. Yeah.
Marvin Jones. Yeah, 28-yard touchdown. I don't know. That was at 10:03, so that was 30 minutes ago. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that was the one I told you when we.
Okay.
Got you.
Yeah.
Man, and he had yeah. I'm sorry. They all barely came through right now. My notifications.
Yeah, it's funny because like you were giving a little bit of play-by-play, and I was like, oh, he's doing the play before Marvin Jones scored.
Yeah.
I was about to get hella happy that Marvin Jones scored another one. I was like, what?
All right, we got Mike Williams, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, and Adam Thielen all on injury reports all week, but all expected to play.
Yeah, this was the week of everybody has a questionable tag, and mostly everybody's going to be like game time decision or play through.
Yeah, Sterling Shepard coming back from his hamstring injury this week. Kadarius Toney also playing, so that sucks for Toney because his target's going to go down.
Yeah.
Now that they actually have receivers there again.
I think
sorry.
More in the slot, and then it pushes Shepard out wide, and Shepard's coming off a hamstring. I think he plays like 40% of the snaps.
Yeah, I would be wary about starting Shepard in your lineups just because it is his first game back.
I don't want to start either one of them if I can.
I like Toney.
I'm forced to start Toney somewhere, so he's in the flex.
I'm forced to start Shepard somewhere, but it's not a very great league.
Let's chase it.
What's that?
No, I said we're chasing this Toney thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I've added him in leagues.
Well, he looks great. Like once he has the ball in his hands. I mean, I'm not scared of his ankle injury because it happened late in that game and he played through it. I'm
more worried about his quarterback.
Exactly. Yeah. Is it going to be Daniel Jones? Is he going to be okay? Will he stay in the entire game? But yeah, Toney actually was able to be hyper targeted when Glennon was there this last game. So. Maybe it could happen again.
Don't worry about Danny Dummy, bro.
Danny De Niro.
AJ Brown and Julio Jones using the buddy system here with their injuries. They're going to get injured same time. They're both coming back the same time.
They're going to tie like a 3-legged race. They're going to tie the injured hammies together, and they're going to run like that.
That's awesome.
I'm excited for it.
That'd be scary, honestly. If you're a DB, like, how do I cover this?
Allen Robinson, we spoke about him earlier. He'll be on the field.
I guess.
T.Y. Hilton.
Does it matter though?
Oh, that's great. Allen Robinson, yeah, he'll be on the field.
Yeah, moving on. T.Y. Hilton returning from IR.
Oh, the
Making
clown.
his season debut.
That clown always popping up just to play Houston and then getting hurt and leaving again.
Are you guys starting him this week?
200.
No, he's gonna put up 200 and yeah. I mean, if I don't have him anywhere, I'm not gonna waste my roster.
You better not
spot
ruin
with him.
Pittman.
He will. No, Pittman's come up. It's finally there's finally another guy to go to there.
Pittman's an ex-receiver. Hilton is just he's an outside burner.
Hilton is their ex-receiver.
It's true.
Now he's just the side piece.
Yeah. He's no longer the go-to guy.
All the way on the side, out wide. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Every time he shows up,
wide, he's on the bench.
Yeah, I'm not playing him anywhere.
They're like, Hilton, get wider. No, wider.
Maybe in DFS, right? Like he's hella cheap somewhere. Like you can just throw him in on the lineup for sure. But I don't know if I do it anywhere else.
Sammy Watkins is he's ruled out for the week.
Rashad Bateman active.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
I would play Bateman over Hilton for sure.
Yeah, I would as well. I like. Who would you guys start? Tony or Bateman?
Tony.
Yeah, I'd probably go Tony.
Yeah, I agree.
Man, I'm looking and I have
Bateman.
Woods,
I feel like
Cooks,
I still want to see.
and then Pittman.
I need to see him do what Tony's done.
Here's the thing. Here's the caveat with Bateman. He's coming off the injury. He's a rookie. It's his first NFL action, and he has been off the IR for 2 weeks. So is he going to see like 30% of it? Because even with a fully healthy receiver rookie, they don't get a full complement of snaps necessarily. But here's the caveat. There is no Sammy Watkins, and he was taken off the IR beginning in practice 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, does Bateman get a decent workload? I don't know. They kind of need him. But, like, I'm still saying
Baltimore's not running the ball like they used to. So the passing attempts have gone up. So you can kind of look to those like Marquise Brown and Mark Andrews are boom, auto starts, right? But we did see Sammy Watkins kind of getting sprinkled in. I think, he could be something to look at, but I wouldn't be super confident about starting him this week.
Not this week. But it is. Yeah. But here's another caveat. It's against the Chargers. This could be a big game. Like, this could be, even if he gets 30, 40% of the snaps, this could be a game like he's being utilized, you know what I mean? Because he's going to get lesser coverage. He's going to get, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like I said, I'd rather play him than Hilton because Hilton's coming off an injury. And he's old.
I feel like he'll have a big play and like a 25-yard gain, and he'll like try to push something, and then there goes his hamstring, and then Hilton's done for the day. You know what I mean? So,
AJ Green coming back from being injured.
I just realized T.Y. Hilton's did it to you for years. He's like, fuck
dude, I'm so tired of T.Y. Hilton. Like, I'm so tired. Like, just retire, bro, or move to another team, or like, just go away.
Speaking of just retiring, AJ Green,
I like
he's coming back from injury.
Oh man.
Practiced all week, so he should play at least 3/4 of this game.
I'm just gonna go ahead and admit it right now. I was wrong about AJ Green, I guess, this year, because what the hell? He's been doing great.
I have AJ Green
when he's in.
Yeah.
Super cheap.
Super cheap,
right?
You
got him for free.
Yeah. No, here's my piece of Kyler Murray late in the draft, like everywhere. And then it went out. Now I have trouble. Like, should I start AJ Green? I'm like,
I know just cover your eyes. Don't look at the names.
AJ Green because I loved Rondell Moore so much, so I had to lower him. And it turns out that Rondell Moore is okay, and AJ Green is still amazing.
You know what I told myself? I always told myself this in the off seasons that AJ Green, when healthy, even at his age, on most of these other teams, he's a number one guy. So now he's number two, opposite of Skywalker. So you know what I mean?
Man, I don't even think he is a number one guy though. On most of these teams, he's older and too banged up. Like no team could rely on him.
But you know what though? When you're getting number two coverage and you're in the red zone,
that's the part that makes it so.
You're still a six. You can't teach height.
he's number 1.5. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
he can't be the number one no more, but he's still got all this talent.
As long as he's healthy, he's a savvy veteran that's gonna dog out these secondary corners. He's gonna dog them out with his route running skills.
I mean, now, early in the season, he had like some dropsies or some miscommunications where I was kind of like, it's the same old guy. But no, he's turned it up.
Because you know what was awesome for Kyler Murray was having Larry Legend, right?
Yeah.
This is the version of that, and he has both. He has that with both Skywalker and AJ Green, because both of these guys are veterans. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is Luke Skywalker right now? 28, 29?
He's about Hopkins is about 28.
29.
Yeah, something like that. I don't recall. Once he left Houston, I stopped following anything. I'm bitter. It's not his fault.
Right?
Just bring up T.Y. Hilton again.
He's 29.
Nah, dude. Who was it? Chris Moore, right? The dude who popped off last week for Houston. Got called up from the practice squad and all this stuff. And my brother-in-law is like, "Here's the league winner," and blah blah blah, like kind of making fun of me or whatever, and put it on the chat for the group. And I was like, it's the same thing. This guy's Chad Hansen 2.0. They called him up from the practice squad. He's going to be relevant for 2 games. He's going to be awesome, and then he's going to disappear. They're going to cut him.
We got to help Jimmo at this one.
Yeah,
it's gross.
Oof. Yes,
Justin
it is.
Fields or Big Ben.
Damn.
I'm going to look at my QB rankings.
I
will say that I know they're both outside my top 12.
I'm going to go with Ben here.
I'll tell you right now.
Give me Big Ben.
Where are they? Scroll down. Roethlisberger is borderline back end QB. I have Roethlisberger up just a little bit higher, just because he's kind of done it before.
One spot higher than Ben Roethlisberger.
I got Roethlisberger 2 spots higher than Fields.
Where at though?
At the back end of right outside of QB2, or like actually.
Yeah,
in the
22 and 23.
I got a 22 and 24.
Listen, this is for Jimmo. He's a Bears fan. Rock with your mans. They don't have a lot of film on him because they've been doing stupid stuff with him. Maybe they do unleash him. Let's have fun with this. I'm going Justin Fields, baby. Even though Seattle is the worst defense in the league right now, them and like Kansas City. So I would say I did initially say Big Ben, but let's go have some fun. You know what I mean?
Hopefully this is the breakout game here for Fields.
And that's my thing is I feel like Justin Fields has more potential to be in the top 10 than Big Ben does.
They're both pretty awful.
Yeah, I know, and I don't like either of them.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's tough, man.
Seattle's defense so bad. It's like it's booty. You know what comes out of booty? Poopy. I'm on Clock's show, so I gotta be.
I appreciate it. Keeping it PG.
That's great stuff.
So yeah, they need to get Andy Dalton back in there.
Oh geez.
Curtis Samuel had a groin injury, re-aggravated his groin injury, I should say. So he will not be playing.
Cut him.
I've dropped him in a couple of leagues.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we got so that's all wide receivers. Tight ends, TJ Hawkinson has a knee injury that he is expected to be playing through.
And we expect him to do better.
Yes. At least get like 7 targets or something. What he does with them, I don't know.
Damn you, Jared from Subway.
And then David Njoku had a knee injury as well on Wednesday. It came up on the injury report, but he practiced in full, and he should be out there.
Could probably stream him. He had a good game last week.
You know,
yeah, he had a lot of usage last week.
The N in his name stands for ninja, bro.
Ninja Joku.
Yeah. I swear.
All right, guys. I actually have to get ready for church a little earlier than usual, so I'm going to dip. But good luck to you, gentlemen, and everybody out there in Fantasyland. Ooh, Fantasyland. I like
Yeah,
that.
no problem. I'm gonna just play our bus and our sleepers again, and then our outro and get us out of here.
No problem. I do have to go put some pants on, though. The wife popped in earlier. So.
Do the show with no pants, too?
What's up, gentlemen? So happy to be here again. Thank you so much for having me. I, of course, Jay the Plug, coming at you with Week 6 busts. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly because I have a message for someone. Here we go. Quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, gonna bust. Josh Jacobs at running back, gonna bust. AJ Brown, wide receiver, gonna bust. Robert Tonyan, gonna bust. It's 2 tight end dependent. Just trust me on all those. Don't need an explanation. Just trust me. Now, all that being said, I have a message for a certain MATTYDADDY. Shouldn't call another grown man daddy. I mean, some people get down with that. I'm totally fine. Look, hey, to each his own, but me, I'm not that guy. So I'm going to go ahead and call you Matt, or if I decide to even refer to you as anything. You've got a beard and you dabble in fantasy football, but you are not me. Let that sink in for a second. You are not me. You do the boom column, or whatever you want to call it. You do all the positive players, the guys who are going to help you win, and they're fun to watch and everything, and everybody likes to know whenever a player is going to do really well. So they will follow you, flock to you. I'm a little bit more of a loner. I like the busts column. I like to tell people who's going to not help them, who's going to, if they start them, make them lose. I'm here to give information. I don't care if you follow it. So understand, you're the good guy, and the world needs a bad guy. That's me. So, if you take anything from this, listen, I've got my eye on you. I see you.
It's the MATTYDADDY. It's Sunday fun day. As you can tell, life is a beach. I am having a blast, and I am here to tell you why you need to start your Bills receivers on Monday night, guys. Bahama, come on, pretty mama. The beach calls, the Bills call. They get Tennessee Monday night. Tennessee is worse against the pass for receivers, and they play the tight end pretty damn good. So this is another thing. Knocks temperate expectations. We've seen Emmanuel Sanders, wide receiver 19 on the year. Oh, man, my boy. And we've seen Beasley kind of slump, but I feel like this is a breakout spot for both receivers, plus Diggs, the whole shebang bang. Ooh, chihuahua, ooh, chi-bang bang. Football, Sunday. Oh. Wait a minute. Am I forgetting something? Didn't we get like a little sassafras earlier, a little trash talk? From the plug. Hold up. I'll be right back. Interrupting my vacation.
Oh, the plug, so scary. Oh, the Matador is not scared. MATTYDADDY might bow down, but the Matador is the luchador that makes you want more. Plug anytime, any place, anywhere. To be continued.
What's up, everyone? This is Clock Management. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your host, Bogart Scott. We're gonna get right into this thing.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on.